it if we can. What sorts of...
It's not worth it. Listen, I've jumped through a lot of hoops, and I've battled with a lot of different forces leading up to this fight, and it's just not worth talking about. It's happening. We have a fight scheduled April 18th. The fighters are fighting. I have the whole thing figured out. Not only have I figured that out, I figured out how to put on my international fights too. So every time that there's been an obstacle, we've figured out how to get around it, and while still, following the rules.
So one of the obstacles, of course, has been figuring out where to hold the fight. Where are you holding UFC 249?
So we're going to be live from ESPN. That's where. It doesn't matter where it is, because the only thing that, first of all, no fans can come. You can't come to the fight. You can't buy a ticket. The only place to watch this in the United States is on ESPN, and that's the only thing that matters. I know that several news sources are putting out, places where they think it is. ESPN is where it is. That's all you need to know.
Understood. What you're referring to is the New York Times is reporting that UFC 249 will be held on tribal land in California. Can you react to that?
ESPN.
So no confirmation whatsoever where it will be. Now, we've also heard about your island. You have procured, what we're told, an island where you will be able to hold future events. What can you tell us about this island?
Yeah, so we're still working on getting that deal done, which we'll have done this week. And so if I keep putting on fights only in the United States with United States talent, I'll run through all my talent very quickly. This is a global sport. We do lots of fights internationally, and we had a lot of fights scheduled internationally. Those will continue. I have an island that we can fly everybody right into, and hopefully by like mid-May. Because the way that this thing looks, it doesn't look like this thing's ending anytime soon. When you listen to what a lot of these politicians are saying, I mean, they're talking about the NFL not going in September. If the NFL can't go in September, what does that mean for school? What does that mean for work? It's just, I don't know. This thing is very confusing.
Give me recognition for sticking my neck out here. I'm sticking my neck out here, and I know that, and they should know that. And I'm ready, and I want to do it for the people. That was also a big part of why I decided to do it. I knew, all the UFC employees, they don't get paid if they don't work, and if there's no event, there's no work. So I knew that I could help there. I knew that I could help with no sporting events being on. I knew I could bring some entertainment. And then I get a paycheck, and it's a huge opportunity for me.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind saying this, man. I mean, you fighting Tony Ferguson at an undisclosed location, and then who knows what happens from there, man. You win that fight, maybe you fight Khabib on one of these private islands that Dana's talking about, and maybe the year ends with you fighting Conor McGregor in Ireland like you asked for last year. I mean, what a run that would be.
I'm going to keep putting all that energy out there. I'm going to keep putting this is what I signed up for. I won't be around forever. So I want the biggest opportunities. I want to be on a pedestal, and if I get knocked off and land on my head, then at least I was on the pedestal. I'm not going to shy away from that.
Your old friend Jon Jones. We saw the news that came out about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. He got arrested, DWI, the gun charges and stuff like that. We saw your brief reaction on Twitter. How do you respond to it a week and a half or 2 weeks later?
Yeah, you would think that, we've never seen anything like this before. We're going through this pandemic, this unprecedented time, the coronavirus. People are stuck in their houses, and you would just think that everything is just, it's the craziest time ever in life. But then Jon Jones gets caught by the Albuquerque police again for the 7th or 8th time. Everything is normal in the world, people. I promise you. Jon Jones is still getting caught. He's still a dirtbag. He's still cheating on his wife and doing drugs and doing steroids. And we can almost go back to normal soon. So hang in there, people. You're going to be out of your houses soon. The world's coming back to normal. Jon Jones is still getting caught, and he's still a piece of shit. And hopefully he goes to jail soon.
Go.